In this video, we will translate the code between different programming languages using Bedrock and foundation models. Now, all this code we have seen in the previous video, so I will skip that part. All right. So this is also very much the same. So from LangChain, here we are importing the Bedrock class, and then we are instantiating our LLM model. So we have chosen this Claude V2 from Anthropic, and we are supplying the Bedrock runtime and also the model parameters. All right. This is the same C++ code for the vehicle fleet management. So here we have the main class, and then we have two child classes for the truck and the car. They have some private variables and a few functions like checking when was the last time the maintenance is done, and if it is maintenance due, if the vehicle has traveled more than 10,000 kilometers, etc. Right? Very simple code, but using some complex concepts from C++. All right. So we are using exactly the same code. And here we have the LangChain prompt template. So this time here we have three variables. One is the code itself, and the source programming language, and the target programming language. We don't really need to supply the source programming language because LLM will be able to interpret, but just to make it clean, we have these three variables, including the source programming language. Okay, so here we have this prompt template. So our prompt is simply, hey, you will be acting as a expert software developer in both the source and the target programming languages. And your task is you will translate the below code from source programming language to target programming language, okay, while following the best coding practices, right? So in this prompt, our code get inserted here, and then the second variable source programming language and the target programming language. Okay, it's very simple. All right, so here we are creating the actual prompt by supplying the three variables. So our code is in C++, and we want to translate this code into Python. Okay. All right. And then we simply invoke the LLM by supplying this prompt with the three variables, right? And we get the response, and here we are printing the response. So I just copied this output and pasted in a new cell so that we can see it better. Okay. Now I looked at the code. It has translated into Python correctly. It has followed the same structure, creating the classes, the variables, the methods. So it has followed a variable to variable, pretty much the same. And also these child classes, and then creating the instances and running over those two instances or the objects. Okay. I asked ChatGPT 3.5 the same question. So I provided the C++ language and asked it to translate it to Python. The output is exactly identical, a bit surprising. It is exactly identical, right? Everything is exactly identical, except that the Claude model, it has imported this abstract method from this abstract base class. I have never used it, so I don't have much idea about it. But then it has used this abstract method decorator. It has applied that on this function. So I don't know clearly what's the purpose of this, but except this line, the code is exactly identical between the Claude translation and the ChatGPT 3.5 translation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.